Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So, as we all have already been informed, our career club committee funds is lower than expected. So, I suggest that we organize a charity sales by the end of next weekend.
I'm sorry, but I have to disagree with you. I think we are career club, so we need to do a workshop like interview skill and resume writing skill. From there, we can gain our committee fund, but at the same time, students also will get a knowledge that can be applied for the future career, so that they will easy to get a job when they already prepare for that.
Okay, excuse me for interrupting. I think I agree with Mr. Yazid's idea. It is quite interesting and easy for us to run the charity charity sales. But I propose that why don't we do the sale by using online we do the online sale because nowadays business online business has high response.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As a sales manager of Elmo Bookstore, I think we need to do something to increase our new book sale. In my opinion, we need to do promotion via distribute the flyer to the community and also hanging our banner at the strategic place. So what do you all think about that?
I see what you mean, Miss Wani. But do you think that the method that you have suggested is quite old school? So I think it be better do online advertisement where they're using media socials such as Facebook, Instagram, or using websites because it is more convenient and it is easy to conduct.
Okay. I agree with Mrs. Tasha's idea. I think online advertisement is more suitable nowadays because, as you said before, it is quite old school to use banners and flyers, and more people will we will get more attention from people by using online advertisement.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So, as the committee member of Children and Women Protection Organization, I propose that we do weekly counseling season with the child abuse victims. This is because we want to help them to cope with the depression and their fear their fear of being abused.
Okay. I totally disagree with your idea. I think it is better if we set up a website for the child abuse victims community, so that they can communicate and understand themselves better. They can also get direct support from counselors anytime they want without waiting every week.
I'm sorry, I did not get your last point, Mr. Yazid. Could you say that again, please?
Perhaps I should make it clearer. Uh, my suggestion is we set up a website for this child abuse victims community where they can communicate and understand among themselves better. This way, they can get direct support from counselors anytime they want without waiting for another week.
I have to agree with Mr. Yazid. The best idea is to make a website. So we need to improve it by do a promotion via the media social. Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As the personal manager of company, So I think we need to help our staff to improve the spoken English. So I think the way to help the staff to improve the spoken English by make a new rule, which all the staff must speak in English every day when in the workplace. So what do you think?
I'm sorry, but I have to disagree with you, Miss Hazwani. Um, I think I think we better do English workshop for the staff in order to increase their vocabulary first and improve their grammar, and then to boost their confidence to speak in English first rather than follow the rules directly.
I'm sorry, I missed that. Can you repeat that again, please?
Oh, okay, allow me to rephrase that. Okay, actually, I think we better organize workshop, English workshop for the all staff. This is because we want to slowly help them to increase their vocabulary. Then we teach how to improve their grammar. And then at the same time, we can help them to boost their confidence to speak in English, because if they don't have this basic thing, how can they confident enough to speak in English and follow the rules?
You have a point there, Mrs. Tasha. Uh, Conducting English workshop for the staff is an interesting idea. Uh, but I think it is better if we conduct English classes weekly rather than a one-time workshop. This way they can improve their English language skills every day and be more confident. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I suggest that all students must get band 6 in the Malaysian English language test in order to graduate, so that we can get high quality students to be born.
Okay, Head. Okay, I totally disagree with you, Mr. Yazid. It's really high score. It will make a student will not be graduate. We must lower the score to band 3 or 4 is better. The band 6 is really high score and it's difficult to achieve that.
Same. Okay, I see what you mean, Mr. Yazid, but uh, don't you think that to basic is quite high and difficult for student to achieve, just like what Miss Wani has mentioned just now? The MOHD test is quite difficult. Even though the minimum requirement state that the minimal requirement for the student to be passed in MOHD test is just is starting from band 3. So if all students need to get band 6, it is quite impossible for them, for all students to be graduated.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I propose that open book test for all third year students. I think that a great idea which will make them easy and get a good score. And and it also will we get high pointer for graduation later. So what do you all think about that?
Okay, I can see your point there, but I thought the idea of doing open book test is not relevant, because um if the open book test be held, the student will not study diligently to master the subject due to their dependency on textbook. This is maybe the major reason for them to not study, to not make preparation enough to answer the test. And also this is bad for the future, and they will face the problem of cannot be independence, and they also will be lazy to study before the examination date.
Still, okay. I can see your point, but I think open book test is too easy and not challenging enough. Uh, the students can always refer to the past year's question and answers from the internet to answer the test. Uh, like like Mrs. Tasha mentioned earlier, they will be too lazy to study.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So I propose that we restrict the vehicles that run on petrol on the campus. So what do you think?
Take.
Okay. Mm, I suppose you are right, but let's look at it from another angle. Uh, I believe the students will think that this new rule is too much and it is not relevant. As we all know, the distance from the faculty to the campus is very far, and vehicle is very important for them.
You are completely mistaken, Miss Tasha. I think that's very impossible and illogical. All the vehicle use petrol. How can we do not allow vehicle that run on petrol on campus? So I think all lecturer, staff and some students live far from campus. They need vehicle to the campus. It's okay to the student who live in hostel. They can cycling to the campus but not to other staff and lecturer. So that's all from me.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.